Alrighty. Good morning. It's Wednesday. Watching the surf offshore. Beautiful day. We've got bigger surf coming as we head into tomorrow and the next day. So pretty serious conditions offshore in the ocean. This is Steamer Lane in Santa Cruz. Remember what I said? Because it faces south, these swells have a little more northwest in them. The waves come in and have to turn and refract and bend around the lighthouse point here, and that cleans them up and slows them down and basically makes them surfable. You go the other side of Lighthouse Point or up towards Davenport or Scotts Creek, it's very large and it's going to get bigger. So there's that. And then what we have coming up is we've got rain showers this afternoon and tonight and a little bit into Friday, into Thursday, and then maybe into Friday morning as well. So sort of the overarching theme here is Storm Bear's kind of cracked open. There's nothing major staring us down unless you're in the Pacific Northwest. But we're on the southern end of everything because it's early. But we're going to be unsettled pretty much right through this 5-day period. So that's sort of the headline. The other headline would be fire danger is not such a thing. And more snow in the mountains and a winter weather advisory. I want to point out real quick, everybody having fun in the ocean. That's great. Everybody's got, a lot of people surf. A lot of people have new wetsuits. A lot of people come to this sport, come to the ocean because there's more and more people want to be active. So more and more people are getting in the ocean. This, just from Grandpa Bill to you, this is not the week to mess around the ocean if you are not competent. And even if let's say you've been surfing pretty aggressively for a year, like at least once a week, you don't even belong out here. You belong inside of Cow's. You belong somewhere where you can, or Pleasure Point down by Jack's, where you can get stronger and better because big days require strength, require a lot of knowledge. So the reason I bring this up is the swell's building. So right now it looks not too bad, or it looks fun, right? But in between these sets, and as the day goes on, the swell's going to get bigger and bigger. And the swell's not going to go, hey, we're bigger. It's going to be like this, and then it's going to be huge. Mavericks huge in some cases. So that's when people get in trouble. We've lost people last week. I hate to be a downer right now, but I'm bummed. I was so bummed about that family at Bodega Bay because it doesn't have to happen. If I was standing at the harbor and saw that boat going out, I would have said, not the day to crabfish, not the day to drop pots. I'm not sure what kind of fishing they were doing. A lot of crab fishermen getting out there, but no. And I'm sure the Coast Guard was like, what are you guys doing? They can't stop you. But it's like, you got to think. And so I'm not sure what happened with those. That's not fair to judge that. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't, somebody said they're going out crabbing on that particularly, I would have said, no, that's a bad idea. And if someone said, I'm taking my soft top down out to Steamer's Lane tonight, I would say that's a bad idea. So just know your limitations. And the ocean doesn't care, man. The ocean does not care. It'll light you up. In my time in the ocean, I've almost drowned a couple times actually. Like at least once for sure, twice, and then a bunch of scared times. Drowning's funny, man. I was close. Okay, so this is the fast forward from this morning from Mount Tam looking south. Ooh, a few raindrops, right? Awesome. Let's watch that again just because we can. You see the clouds, kind of the fog on the other side of the hill. Look at that, just the undulation. What a beautiful, beautiful day. So today it's going to be increasing clouds all day. You saw those raindrops come through on Mount Tam. Mount Tam could get half inch of rain as we go through the next 24 hours, maybe more if we're lucky. Mavericks is breaking a little bit, but like I said, it's smaller today. There are people out. I can't tell. I saw somebody out earlier. But you can see how, like tonight, it's going to be breaking. There's a guy right there. Tonight, it's going to be breaking out here as the tide gets lower. Tide's going out right now as the tide gets lower. And with the swell building, I suspect if the winds don't screw it up, there'll be some very seasoned surfers out there at Mavericks. Do I paddle out at Mavericks? No, I do not. We used to surf the inside, Ross's Cove and stuff, but I don't surf Mavericks. Everybody always asks that. It's like if you're no, that's a bad example. It's just, no, never have. I've been out there on big days. It's terrifying. Okay, so here is Ocean Beach. These outer bars are starting to show. See that out there? And it's smaller today, but those will start, when I say show, it means it's big enough that the deep outer sandbars start to break. And those are indicators for the big swell. Hawaii is a good indicator. This is Lani Akea. on the North Shore of Hawaii, where like I say, they did lose somebody yesterday at tables on the North Shore, because it's just the tourists go over there, and the tourists aren't bad. It's just the ocean's. It's hard to explain. Like, if you've been in the ocean as much as I have, or as much as many of you have, it's like it could. I'm almost bit it a bunch, and I'm old, but everybody I know has a story. So, and we were generally pretty strong. You know what I mean? It was like when these things happened to me, I was real fit and real young, and it wasn't because I was novice. It was because the ocean just swallowed me. Okay, enough of that. Okay, this is right now. You can see the clouds coming in. There is the Golden Gate Bridge. There's Alcatraz, Angel Island, and the beautiful city that you live in. Okay, let's go to, I'll move this over here. Let me see if I can see. Oh, here we go. I'll move that. So here's where we are. I bet you can see us, right? Bay Area. There's the front. This is earlier today. So if you're watching this tonight, this is the textbook front coming through. There will be some rain showers with that. And then this back here, that's cold air mass. And it's just showing you that this is how you know an air mass is cold, because that's vertical development, because this is a visible satellite. So you can see how you can see shadows and texture. You don't really get that so much on the infrared. Infrared is a whole nother deal. Visible satellite is just somebody snapped a shot from space, and the sun angle hits the clouds and gets you a shadow. And when you see the shadows, you can get a good feel for how the vertical development. And what this is when those big cumulus clouds show up in the valley in the spring. That's what these are, essentially. Not going that high because of the time of year, just updated, but it's vertical development, which indicates the cold air over a warmer ocean. The ocean's like 54, 55 degrees, but that air is that cold that the warmer ocean is projecting or releasing heat into that cold layer and allowing the air to rise freely, convection. So that's what's happening. So this is an unstable air mass. Most of the activity will be north of here, but we got a good shot at some good stuff. And here's the model. This is the GFS. Push it through, and you can see kind of like that's what we're looking at for tonight. And then I think the thing to notice is see how then you go into the next couple of days, and you get a break, and you get down there. See how it's all around us? This is through the next few days. And then watch this, right here. So what I want you to pick up here is we are in a pattern that is pretty dynamic, pretty fluid. So we're going to continue to see these unsettled days, which helps fire danger greatly, but also keeps the storm door open, waiting for that right piece to come through. Okay, so let me throw up. Oh, this is, yeah, I'm putting it in. This was a day I was out at Ocean Beach just a bunch of years ago, and they were shooting a movie, and I was surfing with the kids, and they go, "You go, Bill," and I took off on this wave, which I really was. It wasn't that. It looks bigger than it is. It wasn't that big, but this was the guy filming, Chris, rest his soul, got it. I was like, nobody ever get. I've been surfing my whole life. Nobody gets pictures of you surfing, but there you go. And then we got the 5-day forecast. So we'll look at that as well. All right. Have a great day. Remember what I said about the ocean. I mean that too. Like I'll go out. I don't go out tomorrow, but I'll tell you what. I'll be super careful. Like I know where to go and where it's smaller. Okay. You have a good day. I'll see you back here probably tomorrow.